And what about the bootstrap part of the story? Is it that it was forced, or is it that that was part of your business plan wherein you didn't really want to, raise quick money and kind of?
I would say a mix of both. In the hindsight, I knew that raising capital might look easier today, but capital comes with a lot of responsibility as well. And when you are doing something which has not been done in an established industry, you tend to commit a lot of mistakes as well. And I would rather do those mistakes with my own money than with someone else's money. So and yes, because organic as a concept was very new to the Indian consumers as well as in Indian investors as well. So it was both a little forced and little conscious decision as well.
And a bit before that, you had another business which was into education. Uh, how come from a chartered accountant rank holder who's worked extensively into one of the big fours, which means that you are an expert in finance, coming to the education, working for the US government, then to the healthcare, that too in a niche. Clearly, the organic was a niche at the time when you actually started. How's this fancy about, working on different new business ideas?
Yeah, so let me clear one thing here. I am very bad at numbers here. So I may be chartered accountant, but uh, numbers are something I always try to avoid. So education, yeah, so that happened. And it's a very funny story around that as well. I started with a very different idea. The idea was that we wanted to teach Indian culture to students outside India. And so anything to do with Indian history, Indian mythology, and anything to do with around the Indian culture. Working in that idea for 6 months, we realized that there were no takers for it. People were really not willing to pay for something which was available free of cost over the internet. That's how from Indian culture we shifted to the academic subjects. And again, in academic subjects, we were not focusing on B2C model. We worked with the US federal government. Our client was the federal government. The services were made available free of cost to the students. So that's how the model was a little different from a traditional B2C model as well. From education to organic harvest, so I would say I have a knack to of identifying gap areas. As I said earlier as well, in organic harvest, the gap area was organic range of personal care products. Anything, I try and think from a consumer's lens, what a consumer might be needing from not now, maybe 2 3 years down the line, and that really helps in making the right decision. Yeah.
So, these days, the recent podcast that Elon Musk had with Nitin Kamath, I guess one of the highlight is that that guy thinks 10 years from now.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
not somebody who's talking about what is going to happen in 6 months.
That's right.
And I think this is what you are trying to touch upon, that, try and understand what would the consumer be looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is a famous saying, Mr. Ford said that if I had asked my consumers what they wanted, they would say we needed fast horses.
Oh, yes.
And he did not listen to them, and he built the cars. And that's what the consumers wanted. So really, it's good to listen to your consumers, but it's sometimes better if you build something which the consumers may need in the future.
So this is where the grand vision of an entrepreneur which comes in. I guess we'll talk about it a bit later. But when we are talking about building a bootstrap business, uh, which is where the organic harvest comes in. So there is always that bit wherein you see that there is money which is available in the market. It is cheap money that way, because to be very frank, equity doesn't have a value till the value is really known. And on the other hand, there is that urge of building a business which can stay for long. And I clearly know that we've been in touch for good 25 years now. that you are the one who always prefer to build a business which has a lasting impact, right, on the business, on the people who are attached to the business and the society as well. So what is your thought process around building a business which is bootstrapped and staying there for long, which is, you know, at times one might say that it is revenue over cash, at times somebody might say cash versus valuation. How do you look at these metrics when you are building a business?
So I would say the external capital is not cheap. I would say this is the most expensive money that you can ever think of, because it does not come only with the cost, but it comes with the responsibility as well.
For sure.
So and I have been trying to avoid the external money as far as possible in my professional career till now. That's one. Second is, in the bootstrapped business, you should only be obsessed with one matrix, which is your cash flow cycle. And I believe, I'm a firm believer of this thing, that the businesses don't die of competition, they die because of lack of cash flow. So your cash cycle should be negative. If you take example of Amazon, they don't make money because they sell everything to everyone. They make money because they take money from their customers upfront and then pay their vendors after 45 days. So effectively their growth is being funded by their customers. So I think that's the one matrix that you should be obsessed about if you want to build a bootstrap startup.
I have, during the research, I read that somewhere that you've said something about that. You said that you can build business not by investing your money but investing your customers' money.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say this is the cheapest way to fund your expansion, no? And it gives you a lot of proof of concept as well. If your customers are ready to pay you for your services or product,
Oh yes.
then what else do you need?